Great. So next up here I have Niklas Hammarbäck. Niklas, hi.
Hey, how are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Just done your talk, but before we get there, introduce yourself, please, to the audience.
Yes. Hi. So I'm Niklas Hammarbäck. I'm a product manager at the Viaplay Group. I sit in Stockholm. I've been with the company for 12 years now, and I've always been a person right in between, like a content creator or a storyteller and the end user on a technical side. With a background from the music industry, where I was a mastering engineer, also recording and mixing, then slowly graduating into where I am today. So analog to digital, and digital to online.
It's constant. The only constant is change.
Yes.
Right. So welcome here in the blue room of
Norigin.
Yeah. What do you like about the event, Northern Waves by Norigin Media?
So going to events quite often, or conferences and stuff like that, I really like that it's a one-day conference. It's one track, so there are not multiple tracks they have to run between and so on. It's also, you meet peers in the industry, and it's less techie conference than other conferences I go to, so it's not much developers in that sense, so it's really interesting to meet commercial people, marketing people, ad people and managers and C-level people. And that's also one of the things why I brought up this topic in my talk, to maybe can we be more philosophical about where we are today and what can change.
So what is the topic of your talk?
So it's about piracy, or anti-piracy. I'm still not sure which way we should look at it, but rather than looking at piracy as the enemy, the sworn enemy that we have to win against, what if we would treat them as a competitor? Because they are actually technically one of my biggest competitors.
They are.
I don't see the other OTT services as competitors in the same way. We are actually peers. We are competing on the content level, so we have rights that they don't have and so on. But technically, we are on the same page. We should help each other, right? So piracy should be like a sworn, competitor.
Absolutely.
And what I talked about was that identifying like the weakest point, which is their own price model, which is very low. They won't be able to raise the price without any problems. So what can we do for them to raise their production costs? So one thing is using technology to disturb their business, so they have to invest more money and so on and so on. Make piracy a less attractive option for the end users and make legit services more the first choice, basically.
So you say that there's one key takeaway that the audience should remember from your talk. What would that be?
The philosophy of having a different mindset, that we need to take a step back in order to see the forest, because now the trees are in the way to see the forest, and maybe mature our discussions on a different level. So we need a common end goal. My proposal was, can we make piracy obsolete? If that is the objective, how would we do that in order to reach that point?
Very ambitious goal.
It is, but that's what I like. I like ambitious goals. That's the only way to move forward, right?
Yeah. Okay, and that's a discussion not just within the SVT. It's one across the whole industry, at least in the Nordics.
But we also operate in the Netherlands, and it's a big topic there as well. So for us, I think it's universal. But in the Nordics, it's like a close community in itself. We're part of Europe, of course, but we are ourselves, and we work a lot together. We have a lot of shared interests. So I think we should work together on the Nordic level.
Absolutely, you should. Maybe my next question can help you.
Yes.
So if I were to give you 100 million, sorry, it's not a commitment. If I were to give you $100 million, what would you do with it? For the SVT.
Exactly, or Viaplay.
Oh, Viaplay. Yes.
Sorry,
Viaplay.
Yes. No, that's fine. I would. So one part of it, not sure how much, but one part would be to invest even more in. If you look at my talk, so technical side, how can we utilize machine learning, stuff like that, in order to make our lives easier? I have a background as I did study computer science, and why we even have a computer to begin with. So let's utilize that. Then I would actually put a big chunk of that money to maybe an incentive program for everybody in the working at Viaplay, so on. So everybody gets involved. So maybe give it to the developers and whatever.
Okay.
Will you put me on a spot to spend $100 million in 30 seconds?
I think it's easy to spend them.
Yeah.
If you fight pirates, there's lots of technical stuff, legal stuff, maybe even social education.
It is, yeah.
Hope somebody gives you $100 million.
Yeah, so do I.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Take
Great
care.
to have had you here, and enjoy the rest of the show.
I will most likely do. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.